Welcome to Nintendo Ninja News. I'm your host, Chris Tysis, and a big apology to those who watched the first My Nintendo NX wish list. The video was recorded, but the audio wasn't, and Dara, it's a bit of an embarrassing thing for me, and I was very pissed off. So I'm re-recording this at 2 a.m. in the morning here in Australia. So we're going to try and see if we can get this video redone properly for everyone to see. All right. So, my wish list for the Nintendo NX is a shared operating system platform that will enable you to have a shared operating system with the home console and the handheld. So, if you buy one game, it will work on both platforms. Pretty straightforward. And that can be, and the save data can be done and transferred by Wi-Fi or download or sort of saved on the two. So if you take your handheld outside and you're playing Mario Kart, you bring it back home and that save data gets changed in the home console via the internet and things like that. So I think that's the idea. I also suggest that maybe Nintendo NX should dump the disk drive and have SD cards. You can get them 64 gig to 200, 256 gig. Um, and I think that that's sort of an era where we can be pushing towards, and they'll be a lot easier. And plus, you can put the card straight into a handheld and a home console. So I think that would be quite good. What I also believe is it should be x86 architect, the sort of tech design that the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One is going through. I believe that should be very standard, so it's easy to port games between all the three different consoles. So there's no excuses for devs to say, well, it's running on PowerPC, old GameCube crap. So that should be out. Now, the next part is I think that it should have a standard controller, and it should be a very standard sort of controller like the Wii U Pro controller. I saw someone on NeoGAF post a really cool picture of the Pro controller and a LCD screen, like the free form screens that we've been seeing on some of the patents. And I think that could be a cool idea too. So where you can boot it up on the controller, you have this small little screen on the Pro controller that has like the quick menu. You can click on it to boot into the game that you want straight away. That has been seen on the Wii U quick menu that they did a year or two ago. I don't want the NX to be backwards compatibility. I want it to be all new architect, easy. You know, the future is here now. But I do want all the eShop purchases to be transferred over to this new system. So for people who bought Wii U games, they can start playing the Wii U games digital only via this sort of method. Now, the other part is the launch. I think it's going to be three pillars. I feel like it, maybe. Mario, Legend of Zelda, and Metroid. I feel like a new Mario game is being made. I feel that the Legend of Zelda for Wii U will be ported to the NX. And I feel like a Metroid game may be in the works because we've got Federation Force as sort of a tidy over game. I also feel that maybe even Animal Crossing will be around the launch time frame of maybe the first year or 2 years. Who knows? It might just be for the handheld, but who knows? And with the option to port Mario Kart 8 and Smash Brothers, because Smash Brothers has only been out for about a year and a half, even less than that. And it could be like the definitive edition on cartridge or disc with all the download content, and I think that would make people happy. And with Mario Kart 8, that's only about a year and a half to 2 years old. It's not very old console, not console game, and the oldest one that we do have is Mario Kart 7, which was released in 2011 at the end of the year, and that's about 5 years old. So maybe they can add a few more courses or something like that while they port that over. Another idea is for the My Nintendo sort of system that they're bringing out, the new account system. I think they could do like a badges sort of achievement system, much like Sony, Microsoft, where your achievements would be called badges. You get the little badges in that. I also think that So when you were playing a game or you buy a certain game, you get a theme for it, or like a wallpaper for the home menu of the console. You can have like a Legend of Zelda wallpaper and have like Mario music in the background, so you can change the two. I also think that you should be able to unlock certain wallpapers and things like that um, for like completing the game or completing certain missions in different games. You can unlock music to put on your home menu or wallpapers and things like that, and different designs or even little badges that you can put on there. So I think that's something that they could do on that front. Now, I also think that the handheld should be a controller that can be used with the home console. So I think that should be something that should be usable for all games instead of just Smash Brothers with a little app that you download for like $1.50, I believe that was, which would be cool. And that leads on to the next little part as to why I want that to happen. Um, I guess that the NX Home console will be released around November this year, 2016. It's not confirmed, just a rumor, just an educated guess. Um, and what I would do is I would release the handheld between March to July 2017, which is next year. And then Christmas 2017 have a bundle set where you can actually buy the home console and the handheld. So you can save something like $50 to $100, throw in a couple games, and the fact that it comes with a handheld and that handheld can be used as a second controller, you've got two controllers in that bundled set, and you get the whole next generation of Nintendo consoles in that one main bundle, which I think could be a good system seller, not for this Christmas, but the following Christmas when both of those consoles are out. So that's something that could be really cool. I would like the increase of third-party support for the NX. It's not going to happen overnight. It's going to take a very long time for them to convince people. And I think the best way to do that is to do this shared platform operating system, get a few million sales, um, sell 10 or 20 million, either handheld or home console together, and then people will start to turn and do it like that. I also believe that they should rebuild and expand Western studios where you can, where they need more than just Retro Studios and Moloth Studios, who's doing Xenoblade Chronicles X, which was a fantastic game, to continue to do that and push that forward even harder. So, um, so you can have not just those two, but have a range of Western studios where they can do more Western stuff, and Nintendo can continue doing their Nintendo-y Japanese-centric type games. So, and wouldn't I wouldn't mind if they went into the piggy bank and bought out a couple big studios, but that's sort of more the airy fairy type of suggestions for them. For the cost of all this, I'm hoping, wishful thinking, that it's going to be 350 Australian dollars. That's not US dollars. Currently, the Wii U sold for about $429. It's too high. It should have a price cut, but I can understand why because of the cost of the gamepad. Um, there is also, I would say that the handheld will probably be about 250, not the $350 that the 3DS was at first, and they did the massive price cut in the Ambassador program. Um, so, and they can do the bundle for something like $500 in Australia, and worldwide, who knows what that price would be. Um, so I think it needs to be a little lower than the PS4 and the Xbox One, around the same power, a little higher, a little lower. I don't mind, probably around the PS4 level. Something that is coming out 2 or 3 years after these consoles has been launched. So it should be around that power level, but who knows? As people are suggesting, it may just be the Xbox One power. So that is all of my suggestions. I hope that you could understand what I said, and apologies to people who did click on the first video and saw that there was no audio, and that was really, really sad. So it is 2 a.m. here in Australia. Lots of ideas that I've put out. I hope that it is the shared operating system. They get rid of the discs and that, and obviously too for Nintendo to have a better online system with achievements and things like that. So they need to learn to do that. So that's my wish list for the Nintendo NX. Comments, suggestions, likes, share this video. Hopefully it's you enjoyed it. And that is it from me now. I'm going to bed. I'll see you later on.